Gambian so dina baax torop ngeen liggéey ak ñoom ngeen jënd ticket si ñoom di wax rek ne ñu ngi leen di nuyu fii ci Fatou Network ñëw nañ live si programme bi ñu ngi live si Facebook bi suñ Fatou Network Facebook page bi ñu ngi tamit live si radio bi di wax rek ne tey la xaarle ma seet parce que bëgguma fee wax déet bu wrong su ko defee badi bu koy am luñ ma wax waaye tey moom la 27 waaw dafa mel ni in 4 days March dafay jeex su ko defee ñu dem dugg si April man lu ma jaaxal si this year winter bi moom ñun yëguñ dara sax ñu toog rek spring jot du yàgg rek soma ñëw te dara moo fi seetul dara seetul fi dara gisuma fa naa am na benn few days yoo xam ne I think it was like 2 days or something loo xam ne moom rek moo sedda after loolu dara seetul woon so fu mu ne mu ngoog ñu ngi nii di ñëw dugga nañ si spring du yàgg rek soma bi ñëw kon mbaɗigol mbaltol be kontone jang Fatou Network bi mu karotil muang ani worowula 27th of March 2017 ɓe wala kono saying saying atemela bake sunkaro fana mbina sila so altol men yala albuka hani sungola albese pare parce que sunkaro fela kana si ngal expect le altol be sun sako altol badi bunkol men yalon alkasila sungola le alka jiolu sunya so al salon ko sunkaro fele aman jamfa bake so somanda mingoti je ani wo kolu yes may baji naka nga def naka boy si di wax rek ne ba tey ñu ngi leen di wax sorry si li xew noonu doy na waar daal waaye inshallah lépp dina baax parce que yaay jàmme yooyu mooy yi nga xam ne loolu lam ñu bàyyee kenn mënta xiil maa ngi waxtaan ak jukka si weekend bi ma ne ko I'm just looking forward to this day boo xam ne Gambien si dinañ waxtaan ñu ni neen te kenn du tudda yaay jàmme kenn du tudda ñum rey kenn du tudda ñum tooco woon conversation bu correct sax léegi kenn am munatu koo am booy wax ak surtout ñoo xam ne sax duñ Gambien dangay waxtaan ak ñoom rek the next minute nga am sa bopp yaa ngi wax affaire yaaya jàmme doo dee mun a xam fan la dee jógee loolu laa doon wax ak jukka ñu ngi wax kañ la ñuy mun a toog ñu am a conversation boo xam ne nobody will talk about jàmme wala the atrocities yoo xam ne he has committed wala the tortures ak façon yooyu noonu and then we all agreed that maybe in a few years that would happen maybe let's say maybe in about 2-3 years, you never know, it could be that quick. It would be less. But now let's be honest, how many of you will have a conversation and the next minute, yeah, Jame will come up. You know, in Hamgen, his name will come up. The dictator that we had, and now we have a government bo hamne is democratic. Basi yange muna wax legi ken dula def dara duranguñ fa ken reyanguñ fa ken te dama day wax ne with all shortcomings nga xam ne ñu ngi ko am within bala seen 100 days yi but one thing I know, I do not believe that this government would kill someone. I don't believe that. And I do not believe that dinañ torture ken. I don't believe that. But again, my party, again, I'll have to say this, don't be rushing. Take your time. Because what you did right there with those fake WhatsApp messages, that is still very scary. Because that was like someone who is waiting to jump on Fatou Camara. And I'm really, really scared. Because that now, what that shows me is that, Mai is kind of like waiting to jump on me. And I'm scared. So I'm just about, one more time, I just want to tell him to take his time. Take your time. Somebody wrote a fake WhatsApp message. Before we know it, it's on your wall. And you are the interior minister. You are supposed to protect me and every other Gambian in that country. So whatever you do, take your time. Do not rush anything. Because if you do that, that could, you could attack maybe the wrong person or jail the wrong person or get the wrong person arrested. And then if that happens, you are going to get messed up too. So in as much as, whatever you may hear about me or somebody else, just take your time because some of these things are not true. People will come up and say things because they're threatened by somebody else's presence, or maybe they think if that person is going to get over there and I may not get there. So it could be all of that. So I'm just saying, the new government, take your time. That is why when the justice minister said that that he would never, nobody would get him to use the laws of that country, to oppress anyone or to do anything that's bad to anyone. I was very happy about that, because what happened was I lived it. When I was charged falsely and I had to go to court and I did nothing wrong. So please, once again, I am calling on the Interior Minister especially to please take your time. Don't let nobody push you into anything. That happened during Yaya Jammeh's time. I would hate Fatou Camara. I don't like Fatou Camara. And the next minute, what I'll do, I'll look for a minister that I'm very close to. I'll be Fatou Camara be. The next minute, that minister is on standby. If he sees anything like Fatou Camara, definitely, you jump. And then you're going to make a fool of yourself. That's one. And two, you're going to mess up. And that's not right. We don't want that to happen to you. So I'm going to talk about this all the time. And I will talk about it when I come to Gambia, about what happened, what I experienced with the Indian minister. And I want him to take his time. It's very, very important. Fatou's problem with coach, don't get into it, because you really don't know what happened. You don't know the truth about it. And it definitely has nothing absolutely to do with you. So I think this is, it is very, very important for him to know that, and every other minister. I think what happened to him is a lesson that all of us should learn from. Okay, so yes, I just want to make that clear. And like I said, when I go to Gambia, I'll say that one more time so that everybody would know that it is wrong to that kind of thing, and to make sure we're all safe, because that's very scary. If I was in Gambia that day, maybe I would have been arrested. He could say, oh, the police go and arrest Fatou. So with things like that, be careful. Fatou has a problem with coach. That's not you. Don't let coach push you into my problem with him. Say no, I'm not going to be part of this, because I don't know what happened. So let's always have that at the back of our mind. It is very, very important. If Fatou has something against you, Fatou is going to come directly and talk to you. Okay? So, let me tell the listeners on the app that the Today Show is live. I forgot to do that this morning. Okay. It's live on the radio. Okay. The Today Show with Fatou is live on the radio. Okay. Okay, so those listening would also know. Okay, he respects human. He's not like, okay, that's very true. That's good to know. Somebody is trying to assure us here and say, oh no, the Interior Minister, he knows what he's doing. He will respect the law, and he would not do anything that's not right. So that's a very good thing to know. That's what we need. We need that assurance. But what happened last week was very scary. It was really, really scary. It's like somebody was waiting to jump on you, and they saw something and they went, pam. And the other day I did a report, and this report is false. So I don't know if he's after me, but I need to speak it out so people know. If I go to Gambia and something happened to me, there is somebody who, everything I do, he's running after me. So I think it's very important to put that out there. And like I said, when I get to Gambia, upon arrival, I will say this so everybody knows what's up. The unfortunate thing with them is it's not Yaya Jammeh's regime where we were scared to speak our mind. Now we would speak. No matter what, we would speak our mind, because this is what we fought for. And we would make sure that, like Yaya Jammeh would say, we leave that to letter. So it's very important for everybody to know that. It's saying this is timed out. What was the email that I used? At I think it's Gmail. Too many passwords now. We can't remember all of this. Okay, and the password. I think this is the password. Let's see. I think it is. Yes, it worked. Okay, so I'll be back. I just want to let those listening on the app, just let them know that we are live. Okay, I forgot to do that today. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, so I'm back. Thank you. Oh, this Turekula, he said I should be quiet and let the government put everything in order. No, I would not be quiet because I was part of the process that put the government in there. So if I see them doing something or going in a certain way, I would stand up and say it. And you, Turekula, if you don't like it, stop watching. And you have a choice. Don't listen. Well, people are going to talk. Nothing. If we talk about Yayame, we talk about else. So what we need to do is to get used to that because that's not going to go anywhere. We're going to, yeah. So now what I'm going to do in this force, Bineta, you're going to no advantagement. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, when everyone makes mistakes in life, that doesn't mean they have to pay for it the rest of their life. Because sometimes good people, but he never said anything. He put that there and he just put it down and he's quiet. And I don't know what's going to come up next because that was the second time. The first one was a story and he went, this story is false. And the second one, pam, the messages went on there. That's twice. I'm counting. So, I need to watch that. Okay, so that other Ture Kunda, he's one of those people. He's scared of people speaking out. So he's saying, don't say anything. Just be quiet. Nobody's going to be quiet. We will speak. And Adam Abaro knows that. And he said, go ahead and talk. And the Minister for Information said the same thing. So we will talk. Nobody will keep us quiet. I think it's very, very important for people like you to know that. Okay, so what I'm going to do during this first, let's see what time it is right now. It's almost 12. So in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to hear from you, the listeners and the viewers, those watching us on Facebook and to those listening on radio. I want to know a whole lot of things happening about this election. We've had it all, the political parties, each thinking that the other party don't like them and all this stuff coming out. And I've been out there speaking, even though I can't satisfy everyone. Up till a few days ago, somebody wrote to me and say, you don't like UDP, we know you like DOI. And I'm like, okay, after everything that happened, everything during the last year, April, everything that we did, but now we don't like UDP, okay, that's fine. And UDP will turn around and tell you, oh no, those people who are saying that there are few people, or we don't know who they are, but they're using the name of their party. And it's very important for them to trace these people out and set them down and say, you got to leave these people alone because we fought with them. So if you're not doing that and you're being quiet about everything, that means you are in support of it. That's what it means. And I've always said, and I've always made it clear, when I sit over here, I am not speaking for me. I am speaking for my country. I am representing Gambia. And I'm listening to all these messages that I receive every day from people on the ground because I listen to them a lot of the times. Even though some of them could call very wrong, wrong hours in the morning, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. But many of them are frustrated out there. And when that happens, I get frustrated too because most of those complaints will come to me. So when they come up here, I listen to them and that's what I bring up here. It is not for me because I really do not have to speak. Like I said, I am planning to go to Gambia and I have enough to get me to Gambia. So I really don't have to do this. But I have to be here and be speaking. That is very, very, very important for everyone to know. And we have to continue to do that. So what I'm going to do right now is to let you all speak. Speak your mind about everything that is happening, what you think about it. You are scaring me. One of your eyes, is it a surgery or natural? But I've never had anything like that. People have surgery to make their eyes bigger. Well, I never heard. I know a lot of things are possible. Maybe Dr. Mbai will tell us that one day. But yes, I really want to know I really want to know. Okay, so this guy, this person is about to be blocked because now we don't joke with that. If you are anywhere you are, I talked about it on the website, that if you bring issues like, oh, Halifa is bad or lawyer Usainu Dabo is bad, we decided not to publish those stories. And after I announced it, people have stopped bringing them. So if you are here being divisive, putting up, pushing an agenda, what we do is now we block you. The reason why we do that is to save your heart. We want to save your heart. That way, you are not going to be here, be all stressed out and be arguing non-stop. We don't want that to happen to you. And we don't want you to also suffocate these good listeners and viewers that we have. Because some of them may not be interested in your pettiness and your agenda. So now what we do, you're divisive. You leave our platform and you go and take your divisiveness everywhere else. You come over here, somewhere else. You come over here and tell me, oh, I love UDP. That is fine. You know, you are entitled to belong to any party you want and to support them. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, but you demanding us the thing and the this is that, you know, then that's what, then that time we take you out until you go and have common sense. When you have common sense, then you can come back here and communicate to people and talk to people and not push an agenda. So that's very, very important for us, everyone to know. Yes, so I just want to hear from you all. What do you think about everything? He's saying Gambia should be free. Everyone, if not, we want to. Yes, that everyone should be scrutinized. If not, corruption will come back. Visit Badibunka, your future in-laws during holidays. See, this is what I'm saying. Nko alna mole sense for the Altol Badibunga visit your future in-laws. Who's talking about that? Okay, so this Ture guy, we need to do him a favor before his heart comes out. So now let's see, where do we block him? Because he's really fighting and he's scaring me. We are not into that time. Take your fight to the party that you're trying to defend and belong to. I don't think they'll be happy with you fighting like this. So we'll let you go to the battlefield. Where is he again? I think his name is, let me try to see. Yeah, let's save his heart because kii mom dafa mer mom kii mu ngi xeex tigi nañ leen ko dimbale su ko defee mu calm down, because if you don't have anything to watch then you will not be pissed like this. Then that way sa xol bi dina noppale ko tuuti, right? I'm trying to find him. Then su ko defee ñu génne ko fii moom, that way you don't have to watch us and be angry, because it seems like you have an agenda. This UDP Mandinka thing, this government thing, I don't want to be in it because I'm not here to be the spokesperson for any political party or the government. I'm not the spokesperson for the government. My job is to come out here, and if the government, if they do something that's right, I will say, oh, kudos, Baro, you did great. If they do something that, people, maybe contacted us about or wrote about it, or we see that it is not something that's right, I'm going to come out and talk about it. If you don't want to hear it, you have a choice, and that is don't watch and don't listen. I'm sure there are other people who are out there clapping every minute for Barrow. So you can be there. You have a choice to do that. But you don't come over here and then ga xasniti for no reason. Ken defula dara. Because linga pañ moy wax nañ sen dega nga ne ken warta wax Barrow dara. Because of you all of a sudden you are Barrow. When people were fighting and it was tough, you were nowhere to be seen. But all of a sudden ken du wax Barrow dara. No, we're not going to do that. Then you wax Barrow dara. Even in Gambia. And foofu ngeen di surprise here, because even upon arrival at that airport, I will say that very loud and clear that I'm going to be here. So government be defay anything good, I will be the first. Barrow, we Barrow. If Barrow does something lo hamne is not right, I'm going to come out and say, Barrow, no. It's not right. So we're going to say that. Being a one tribe, Momud Gambia. No one tribe, Momud Gambia. Gambia belongs to every Gambian. So, okay. So, I think Manjang knows the person. I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to find him and relax his heart a bit so that I don't have to see his trash. Definitely. Okay. Now, is that the one with Barrow? His profile is Adama Barrow, right? Gis nga. I mean, some of these people, they get so emotionally attached to people. You want to be a slave for people. I don't see that. Why? I mean, don't grow sabopa. Do something with your life. But you're so emotionally attached to this man. He's the president of Gambia. He's doing very well. A fool like you, I'm sorry for my language, you're sitting there running after this man blindly that you don't even see anything. That is so pathetic. It is sad. It is very, very sad. Look at where this man is today. He's in a very good place. Adama Barrow. Munge def li nga xamne munge try lu muy def way yow nga jok rek all of a sudden you're so emotionally attached. Yow gisulo sa su Barrow defé lu wrong. Why yow all you want is for everybody to clap for Barrow. Does that even make sense? I mean if man sude man la nga ne bu ken wax dara lu bon and all what you do the government is they should try and cement the fracture to the coalition. There is something good coming out to the Gambia, but collective effort will obviously help. Press should not mention. Okay, so yeah, Fode Jawla, Fode Jawla, I always go to his page and ask him, I said, do you sleep at all? So Fode Jawla mom is saying the press should not even mention tribalism. He said we have to be quiet. We have to be muted about that. We should not even mention it. That's what Fode Jawla is saying. Now he's trying to tell us what to say and what not to say. And you know what that means, Fode Jawla? You're censoring us. We have a right to say what we want to speak about. If you don't want to hear it, well, I'm sorry. But we have to, because you write a whole lot of stuff on your Facebook that I see, and I don't agree with some of them, but I never said don't say it or don't write it. I let you do it because that's what you want to do. So that's why democracy is very uncomfortable. We all have to do us, do what you want to do. If I don't stop you, don't stop me. That's what it is. Okay? So, okay, someone asked a question. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, the white is clean, be honest. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate Nako. Okay, that is true. Yes, as journalist, yes, for the isi jelede because ika funti leka kumo befo ila kumo dola bukadi anye bali anon namana nela wolo ton koy fode fode jawla biye men safe jang fode a bondi namana fayde inke tajele amandi anye ngatambala muka like de muka diamuje ngatambitala so wote de fanan ini entaje ma like tambintala ngakairo soto yalla ningo ke drong mbebe kayro soto la moja ma bi jenne struggle ko no sa en kajile ka fenje ma safe bare mbuka diamu nke tuje le ngelo kol tuje ngatambi ngata ne do safe me yalo I can deal den sina ngaw like bare mbuka ta mo fana aka ngafo mun ne nyi safe so ngaw ke amoy ni nganta di da naman die tambina kuro la ni fane la jaro ke karo menna yenna silo block nsi jimi la fengol la te ngatam bi ngata na hajo la fonte okay so legi I think somebody has Mune, you seem to follow the people that always go against starting to oppose this government. Okay, when the people that do it, who are those people? Those people are not me, and I'm not those people. We all have our different views, and that's what we are exercising. Okay, where is your brother Rambo Jata? I'm actually not related to Rambo, and I don't know Rambo. I saw him like a few times in Gambia, and I heard he was part of those circulating those fake WhatsApp messages. I was embarrassed, disappointed when I heard that Rambo was going around, spreading those messages. That was crazy. I don't know why he did that. So someone called him my brother. He said, "Where is your brother Rambo Jata?" Okay, it's like someone has a question right here. Also, this person, when I said I was about to block him, he disappeared. He's not saying anything again. I can't find him. See, they're all cowards. And what you don't realize is that with Fatou Camara, no matter how fake profile you are, I can bring you out if I want to. So you need to know that as well. Okay, and someone said block Baji Baseng Jiba. He's very arrogant and he's a stalker. Baji Baseng Jiba. I don't think I know. Let me find him. Baji Baseng. Oh, I think he's right here. Baji Baseng Jiba. What did he do? Yeah. What did Baji Baseng do? Okay. Okay. So, someone said, hello, Fatou. Any plans for TV network? Yalla baax na nañ leen ñaan. Okay, Mune, Fatou, you and your small clique of friends who think you can run for office. So why are you guys so afraid and so worried about what people do with their lives? What is about running for office? Well, I mean, every Gambian has a right to do that. But I never said I am going to run for any office. Did I say that to you and say I'm ready, I'm going to do this? That's too early for me. I have other things to do right now. But even if I want to do that, what is wrong with that? The person that you're supporting, your political party leader, they want to run for office, right? If you don't want nothing in your life, that's your business. But I never said I want to go and run for any office right now. Whenever that question comes to me, I always say, I think I'm too young. And that's what I say, because my kids right now, my son is only 10. I'm not going to leave them here and be running after all over the place campaigning. But I'm saying that, never say never. That's what I said. But I never told you I'm going to go and run for any office. Okay? Oh, okay. Okay, now this guy is lying too much. I think it's time to just... okay? Malta. You're watching us from Malta. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just trying to see this person's question. And then, do you think prosecuting Jammeh will benefit Gambia? Well, yes. With all the killings, the family members would receive justice. That's one thing. And the second thing is, the people who think they can do stuff like that and get away with it, they'll be warned. It will be like a warning to them that you don't kill people or you don't do certain things and get away with it. So it will be a good thing to do that if they do. Okay. Okay, yes. Someone said that. It said, no, Fode Jawla Mom is my brother, Mota Maiwa. The more you talk about it, and he's not a fake profile. So that's why I thought he was fake profile when I first sent him a message. And then later I know he's not a fake profile. So maybe it would be possible, Fatou, how can some of us with no Facebook see your gorgeous face, Kianka lady? Maybe it would be possible with just one app. Well, I'm not sure about that yet, but then you never know, maybe. Okay, so somebody asked a question right here. Let me try to see that. That's what I'm expecting. If you have... thank you very much, Lamin Bey. Thank you. Okay. Of having your show linked with other radio stations. Like radio stations where in Gambia or in the diaspora. If you can let me know that, that would be good. Do you know the principle or philosophies of PDOIs is social parties? So go read what socialism is about. Okay, I don't know why you all are so, everything people say and then you associate everything to PDOIS. So someone said, what's your take on the borough administration regarding the 7 ambassadors at large? Can you help me with that? Can you help me with that? Are they getting paid? Well, I know that the ones that, the last one that I know that Jammeh had was getting paid. But with this ones, I got word that when it first came out about Alkali Conte, someone said Alkali Conte is not getting paid. He would not get paid. I know I heard that one. But apart of, after Alkali Conte, we get to have another 6 other ambassadors at large. So I do not know if they're going to be paid or not because the government did not come out and say anything openly, publicly. They did not do that. So most of everything you're hearing is speculation. And even with the appointments, they did not make it public. What we're getting is from friends who are friends to them, who will get back to you and say, oh, my friend just received a letter as ambassador at large. That's what some of us are going by. And for instance, the one for Fatou Cisse, she updated it on her Facebook, which was sent to us. She was announcing on there that she's appointed as ambassador at large. And Modu Jagana, we know definitely that he's also appointed ambassador at large, and we know Alkali Contes one, and Sol Fraser's one too. We heard Bantanjai's one too that was also sent to us, but we don't know because we didn't see their appointment letter. But one thing we know is that they will receive diplomatic immunity, and we know that they will have diplomatic passport, and we know that that position is equivalent to the one of a cabinet minister. And we do also know that as ambassadors at large, they can travel with the president. When he's going somewhere, he can go with them. Or if the president is supposed to go somewhere and he cannot make it, and maybe the foreign minister is busy, or for some reason he doesn't want the foreign minister to go, he can turn around and say to one ambassador at large, can you be a special envoy to this country? We know that it's also that can also be done. That's also done by ambassadors at large. So with this one, definitely we don't know because nothing came out yet telling us what their functions will be and also informing us about their what exactly they will be doing. So we have to wait on the government for this and maybe contact the information minister, D.A. Jawo, and try to find out from him what their functions will be. Because it seems a lot of people are interested in what they will be doing. But one thing we know, it is too much to have 7 of them. Okay? And Kemo Dabo, of course, is saying the best ambassador at large we will ever get is Fatou Cisse. That's Kemo's take. And again, you are entitled to that. And maybe Kemo knows the person, but Kemo is saying that's the best ambassador at large that the Gambia will ever have. That's what. But one thing I know, most of them are all businessmen and businesswomen. Like Fatou runs a travel, I think it's a money exchange or what do they call it? It's not money transfer business. And we know Sol Fraser also has a business. Modu Jagana, I know, yes, Modu Jagana runs JFIN Money Transfer, I think. He's part of the owners, or is his family's business, or his wife's family, or something, but he's also associated with JFIN Money Transfer. So most of them being business people, that also, I mean, I don't understand. Maybe, I don't know why. Like, I'm not going to speculate anything here, but we know that some of them are business owners, or they're into business. So what that means, we don't know. Why Barrow thinks it's important for him to get business people to be ambassadors at large, we really don't know. But let's just wait and see. Maybe the government will come out with an explanation, or maybe Barrow will come out and talk to us about it, or maybe Ami Bojang Sissoho will, or you never know. Maybe what department, the Ministry for Communication will come out and talk to us about this. But we're waiting to hear, and I think we all deserve to know. It is very important that we know. Okay, someone said a lot of people, and so board members of Chamber of Commerce. You're saying someone employed a lot of people. I don't know who you're talking about. Okay. So let's see. President Barrow, thank you too. It's he's saying how is he campaigning for the coalition? Yes, I had a voice recording of President Barrow on the tour, and what he said is that he is, all the other political parties, they're all his family. So he's saying that vote for whoever you think is competent or, will serve you better. That's what he's saying. That's what we heard him say. We did not hear anything else, because when he was going, a lot of people said that he is going to go out there and campaign for UDP. But what we heard him say is that vote for who you think would serve in your interest, something like that. That's what he said. He didn't say vote for this party or that party. But we're also monitoring Mr. President. If he says anything, maybe say that in a meeting and then go down and say, we will get to know. And if we get to know about that, we will bring it out here. Okay, so that's also very, very important for them to know. Okay, and someone said that they know Fatou Cisse for over 30 years, that she employed a whole lot of people. That's a good thing, and I'm sure a lot of people did that too. So we say good luck to Fatou Cisse, and but we want the government to tell us what they want us to And somebody is saying they will be replacing some ambassadors very soon. So this person thinks that the ambassadors at large will soon be replacing ambassadors. Well, I don't know, you never know. But then there is always ambassador at large and resident ambassadors. There are two different ones. But this person is saying that maybe they will replace the ambassadors. Okay, let's wait and see what happens with that one. Too, you never know, Dal Moilolu is saying some. But I think Fatou Sise is the one representing Europe. But normally ambassadors at large are just ambassadors at large. They can go anywhere, in whether it's Europe or America, but it looks like this ones, they will have like, okay, this one is for Europe and another one is for America. I don't know which one Alkali contest one is. Okay? Oh, I'm in Europe. I want to know about the back way. What do you want to know about the back way? Because I know the government came out and said, oh, we didn't sign anything to get anyone deported. But on Sunday, I had Coach was talking about something that I'm not very clear about. I forgot to ask him. I was going to come here and talk to you about it, but I'm sure I'll try to find out from him. Someone is saying, I heard PDOI surrogate saying he's going to campaign for UDP. You should get them too. Now they're getting very angry lately, and that's not helping. Yes, someone even said to me over the weekend that, Fatou, you need to tell Halifa the truth. And I asked the person, I said, what do I tell Halifa? He said, oh, we know you support PDOIs, but tell him the truth. I said, what do you want me to tell him? Because I'm not your spokesperson. That person told me he's UDP. I said, I am not your spokesperson. Why do you want me to go and tell Halifa stuff? I mean, if you want to tell Halifa something, I am not in any political party. And if I am, I will stand up here and say, I am in political party X, Y, and Z. Nobody can do anything. But no, I am not in any of the political parties. So I said, if you want to tell Halifa something, go and tell him. And I asked the person, why should I tell Halifa something? And he said, well, because he's claiming that they started the coalition or something. You need to tell Halifa that they did not start the coalition. That kind of thing. Because I think, if you think Fatou is nobody, and then after we were used, you dumped us. And now you're coming up with all allegations that we're haters, that we're bad, that we're jealous, that we want jobs. Why do you want me to speak for you? You already showed me who you are. I thought that you were a nice person, genuine. I went with you. We fought through thick and thin, and then you have what you want. And then now you're branding me that I'm a hater, that I'm a tribalist, that I'm all the bad things in the books. And then you turn around and say, but you need to speak to someone. When did my voice matter? Remember, I'm a hater. Remember, I'm a tribalist. Remember, I'm really bad. Remember, I'm a PDOI surrogate. So leave me alone. So that doesn't make any sense to me. So I said, if you have an issue with Halifa, go and face Halifa and tell him, because I am not your spokesperson. And this is somebody that I know. When we were fighting to get rid of dictator Jammeh, I was buying credit and calling Gambia, calling the young people to speak. I did not know they were UDP at that time, because when I call, I never ask which party do you support. I'm like, you are Gambian, yes? Gambian youth, can you tell me what is the situation? Then I will buy credit and call you to put you on the line. I never even ask which political party do you belong. But all of a sudden, I'm the political party hater. Because you cannot squeeze me and put me on your side. I'm the bad person. But like I said, I am fighting for Gambia, and I will continue to do that. That may not sound right to you because you have some interest, or you are emotionally attached to someone, or you're related to them, or you believe in personality politics. I do not believe in that. I believe in my country. I believe in Gambia. Like Frederick Tendeng would say, Gambia. That's what I'm looking at. I would not be emotionally attached to someone. That would never happen to me. No. With me, it's different. I would never be emotionally attached to someone that I would not tell them the truth. So I think it is very important for them to know that it is me who you said we don't like you, and now we're haters. Uncle Sidisane would write something, oh, Uncle Sidisane, you want a job. You don't have a job, that's why you're talking. But if somebody like Coach speaks, does he want a job? At least maybe you would make those allegations with somebody like Coach. Remember when Jammeh was in power, there were people who were playing it safe. And part of them is those that we have today as ambassadors at large. They were playing it really safe. If you are friends with Coach Basamba and Coach Basamba Jaw is very critical, nga gene ko sa Facebook bi. You know, we can also do that. I see a lot of that now on Facebook. A lot of people playing it safe. Nga hamne, you will put all the blame on GDC or you put all the blame on APRC. That is just trying to, you know, to not say anything about the other side. And you have seen everything that's happening, but you decided to turn your face because you believe by doing that, you are playing it safe. No, because man, anything. So I would say as it is. Side, I'm not going to put no blame on APRC or put any blame on Ajifanta's party, GDC. No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to say it as it is. The people that are having the issues right now is these political parties. Anything you say about Dabo, somebody will jump and want to character assassinate Halifa. If you say up something about Halifa Saleh, you have some people who will also want to character assassinate Dabo. You talk about PPP, some people will just get up and want to character assassinate what's his name again? OJ Jallo. So that is where the problem is. That is what we will address. To me, all these other parties, whatever is happening is good for, whatever is happening is the Nila, Naka, GDC, nyom benefit from Lee. GDC, because with everything that's happening, man, I fought with GDC. Many times. And that time, those people calling me tribalist now and a UDP hater, they were clapping for me that time. They loved it. Yes, I had it really tough with Mama Kande and his group. But right now, I'm also trying to see which party is behaving really good. And if that happens, and let me tell you something, since I started speaking out like this when Barrow came, there's only one time that a supporter from PDOIS wrote to me. Because there is a story that I took from Independent when they talked about, no, it was Standard. When they talked about a taxi driver said they questioned Khalifa's stand, where does Khalifa belong, something like that. I posted that. I took the story and I shared it because I know a lot of people will be interested to read it. And I wanted that traffic. So I used the story. We do that. And somebody wrote to me and say, oh, you Fatou Camara, you are UDP, we know you are UDP, but don't do this to Khalifa because we know you don't like Khalifa. You know, I wrote to that person and I said, Khalifa would not like you doing this. I said, I can assure you that he wouldn't like this because he does not do politics like this. And that person said, oh no, you know, I'm just trying to tell you, we know you don't like us as PDOIS, you like UDP. And this was last week. But majority of the insults and everything that I get is from people who would tell me, and these are not fake profiles. These are people that I know, people that I worked with during the December elections. These are people who will come to me, people, women, ladies who were calling me every 1 second, wanting to know what happens in the struggle. Oh, now, no. Fatou, no, you don't like UDP. You are jealous. Yes, you don't like us. So these are people that I know. You cannot tell me, oh, one Badibunka is telling me, oh, no, maybe the APRC dividing us. This is different. When it comes from people I know, people I was talking to every day. So that's the difference. So what you're doing is killing your party. That is not good. If I were lawyer Ousainou Darboe, I was going to come out and address some of you and talk to you and say, don't do this. Because it's really, really bad for the party. This aggression is not going to scare nobody. But we'll just sit here and say, oh my God, what are these people doing? I'm not going to give them my vote. That's what you're doing to yourself. And you don't know it. Being aggressive and arrogant, what would that get you? At the end of the day, we own our votes. And yes, I know UDP is big. I know that. And I know that you have a lot of grassroots support. I know that. And I tell that to people. But remember that grassroots support, those people that you want their votes, we are related to them. And you cannot divide us. Because those people would also listen to us. So I think you need to look at your party and try to fix it and stop, being aggressive and being arrogant and trying to go after people. Whatever people say, somebody would write to you. Someone wrote to me, stop worshipping the Wolofs. I'm UDP. You need to stop worshipping the Wolofs. I'm like, oh my God. Nobody ever said that to me. Why would I worship anyone? But sometimes people have low self-esteem. And when they have low self-esteem, they do not believe in themselves. So when they don't believe in themselves and they see people who believe in themselves, they try to cut you down. And how do they cut you down? By making it sound like, because the way they hate themselves, I can be in any event, any program, any discussion with the Wolofs. The same thing with the Sarahulas. The same thing with the Mandinkas. The same thing with the Manjagos, because I believe in myself. But if you don't believe in yourself, that's when the tribe issue came. Did the Olofi, Poli, Sereri, man, kenuma heb. Even when Jammeh said, oh, Hamgen Senegalese, like when Gambian, then you know, Olifin Gambian, then you de heb, matter how many man can hebuma. Duma heb can, why can't duma heb? Purlan. So most of these people talking about, all this thing about this tribe thing, you're running after the wall of, if you look at it most of the time, is self-esteem problem, because they do not believe in themselves. They look at themselves and they feel ñu tuuti ñu ndaw ñu ne man moom man duma dara xaaral man xëj na Fatou Camara soo gisee mu mel nii xëj na kon dafa gëm affaire yi all of, and then you want to go after the wall of people. It has nothing to do with that. Absolutely. So I think it is very important that we watch that. I can, like I said, I can be in the middle. Be on the side. So you have my GDCB, no problem. APRCB, no problem. And then what I'm doing is to play it safe. A lot of people did that. I was talking to someone in Gambia, people who they were playing it safe or ñu don't enjoy tay ñom la gis ñu tok fi ni ñu ngi ni ci boori ñi. Koku did something. He sacrificed his life. Yalla moko dimbalé way su duton lolu ni kon def fay des. You know? So it is very important for us to know that and stop bringing this tribe issue, because it has definitely nothing to do with tribe. The people who voted for Adama Barrow, some of them are Fulas, some are Sarahules, some are Jolas. You remember that Jola woman that did a song for Adama Barrow? You remember that? Jolala. And that song is very, very nice. Bindeme Atlanta deklu won nañ ko ñu fecc ko. So it is very important pour ngeen jël lolu ngeen xam ko. I always tell you, I have people ñoo xamne family members ñoo xamne UDP lañ, but I call them, I talk to them, I tell them the same thing. My len sen parti bi man ñeme ñuma ko parce que dañ aggressive torop, and they will tell you do ñun it's them. I mean, if you look at the people ñoo xamne ñu fa ñepp len ci xamé, they come out talking in a certain way, I get scared. Ken bañut len. Why do you guys think people hate you? That in itself is a problem. Why do you think people will hate you? Len gen def wrong. What did you do wrong? Why would we hate you? Why do you think we will hate Lawyer Ousainou Darboe? What did he do to us? We do not hate him. But sometimes we disagree with him. And if we disagree with him, we come out and say, Uncle Ousainou, Lawyer Darboe, you're wrong. Yes, that doesn't mean we hate him. So I think that's what people need to understand. By disagreeing with someone, that does not mean you hate them. Now you look at Facebook, oh, haters, oh, they're jealous. What are we going to be jealous of? With people that we sacrificed our lives to put them where they are because we believed in them. When they were here talking to the diaspora, we believed everything they were telling us. Ousainou will come on the radio, he will be here 2 hours, he will miss his lunch. Remember that happened the last time? When he did not even eat lunch and he was on the radio for like 2 hours, we bought credit for almost $250 to have him on the line that long. We could say, no, we're not going to do that, but we did. So we do not hate him. But many a times he will do some things, we will call him out. That is called tough love. That's what it is. And we will continue to do that, even for Adama Barrow. Even for Adama Barrow. So if you are emotionally attached to people, that you want nobody to criticize them, maybe leave Earth. Or maybe leave Facebook and go do something. But you are not going to make people stop. You are not going to make nobody stop. Bindon has GDC fee. am na seen nit yu doon dugga di ñëw waaye buñ duggee ñëw ñu daaj ma daaj leen ko ñu daaj ma ko ma daaj leen ko mujj bi ñu toog yéen tam bu ngeen ñëwee nii la ngeen daaj ñu daaj leen ko kenn du leen ko bàyyee fii te you're not gonna make nobody guilty ñun ñëpp mbee mu fenkolati mandinka no, because the same people will come out and tell you UDP is not a Mandinka party. And 2 days after they'll come out and tell you, oh no, you know, you are Mandinka, but why you are supporting the Wolofs. And now you're telling us it's not a Mandinka party. So you need to make up your mind and tell us what you want. It's very important. So if people have to tell you the truth, UDP, what they're going to tell you, sit down and think about the way your party is going. It is definitely not going the right way. Because if you find yourself defending everything people are saying, what is that telling you? Why is everyone coming after you? Something must be wrong. I don't think people would just sit down and keep running after you just for the sake of it. No, you're being defensive until you guys are tired now. All of you. I was telling someone yesterday, I said, if you look at Facebook now, it seems they're getting tired because it's not how it is. Try to get people. Try to talk to people and try to bring everyone to you. That is what you should do. If you want to maintain being the biggest party in that country, that's what you need to do. Try to get more people to come and join you, but don't divide people. Don't be going after us. I have a little following. Even if it is 5 voters, maybe I can get you that. Don't bring war between you and people. It's not right. So, I think it is very, very important for you all to know that. But writing people, I have messages on my phone every day from people that I know. I'm telling you, these are not people that Nyuma Dega, no. These are people that I know during the campaign. We work together. And I never ask them, Ban Patingen Boka. Wallahi. They know. They're listening. I never ask. What I do, I contact them and say, now today I want you to come and do this. I never ask them, Ban Patinga Boka. No, because that's not important. What is important is Gambia. That's what I was saying, and that's what I still see today. So it is very important for us to know that nobody hates you. Can hate Utlen, can ban Utlen, Mome Bangalla. But then if you have to go right, defending yourself every minute, sit down and ask yourself that question. Why is this happening? Why do I have to defend myself? Why is everyone going after me all the time? It is important for you to ask yourself that question. Why? If the party leader is too busy, get somebody to come out and talk to the surrogates and say, don't do this. You know, just take it easy. We need more people. We don't want to divide people. We don't want people to leave our party. We want them to come and join us. When nga cross bridge birek, yo bo cross a bridge birek. Bo cross a bridge birek, nga je bridge nga tal ko nga lakako. And then nga pare nga buga ñowati nga ne ñowati na. How are people going to believe in you for the second time? That's what I told that person. I said, when the Camara revolution came, there were people who never wanted to come out. Myself, Tukulorsi, and a lot of other people in the struggle, Nyom Coach Pasambaja, we were out telling people this is not a UDP issue. We came out and told people because we know there were people who never wanted to come out. And we were pissed with them. We were like, how did it hamga UDP la? No, this is a Gambian issue. Solo Sandeng is Gambian. Fatmata Jawara is Gambian. We started telling people that. So, it is very, very important for us to know that Lee is all about Gambia. It's not about one party. And what I see is sometimes you talk like this, they will go and say, Kamal, amalla fi adamala. No, I never tell anyone that. Kamal fi adamala. No. No. I was out here when Adama spoke and people, no, I said he is good. Just give him time. And people listen. I do not hate Adama Barrow. I have no reason to hate him. I don't even know him. I supported Adama Barrow and I'll continue to support Adama Barrow. When the next election comes, then I will support who I want. And it would not, you all would know because I'll come out here like I did with Barrow. That's exactly what I would do. So, okay. Oh, he's saying people don't like UDP because they are the biggest popular party. Okay. Remember, we were here when there were elections. The biggest popular party never won any election. None of you. The small ones, the big ones, you all never won. It was when you all came together, that's when we won as a coalition. So let's try to do that. So for you to do that and to remain the biggest party, don't burn bridges. Try to bring people closer. Try to bring people together. It's very, very important. Okay? I think it is very important for you to do that. Like I said, I can be on the sides and pretend I don't know what is happening. And I'll put all the blames on Ajifanta's party, GDC. And say, GDC la, APRC la. To me, APRC is dead. The APRC is a dead party. What is it going to do? In Africa, most of the time, once the incumbent leaves office, that party is dead. I'm not even going to waste my time on that. It's just going to be for a short while. Why did I yaga sa hadlen second to National Assembly election birombe? That's it. You will not even hear anything about them. Fum nekani now danka gayange them. Did them Sudan party. We are seeing those pictures every day. Okay, Kemo is here again. My friend Kemo. Kemo, wallahi Kemo, do Kemo do mane Kemo def ma de rero nak. When every party is defending, their party, people are coming after us because of popularity. Oh, okay. Kemo billahi te. Ila ko siata ba ako people are coming after us because we are very popular. Well, you have a right to your opinion. But what I'm saying is, popularity na alkali o maintain fana. Ala fa la mol fana menu ka bula mol le keneng. Ala fa inendi robula. O fana important dalde. Okay, Mune, are you also upset because you weren't appointed as ambassador at large? And laugh out loud, you seem to be part of a political school of thought now. You are spot on. We can clearly see those playing it safe or recognition from power. Then Mune, it's just sad. Some lack principle. Keep it up. Yes. Thank you. Don't let it. Lu ñuy wax daal mooy nañ leen ñëw together. Ni ñëwee woon si coalition bi ñu liggéey. National Assembly election bi bu ko yàlla dogalee dañuy dem def ku nekk dafay dem def own thingam. Why all this election talk and political party talk will be now. Why immediately after April elections rek kenn du ko déggaat den ku nekk dina move on. Gis nga mu ne my stepfather Basiru Gassama have defected to APRC. So to UDP. So this is what I'm telling you. APRC is going to die. Du yàgg sax. It's only the elections we know lolu mom moy tax. Immediately after the elections, ken du ko wax. Okay, UDP forever. Why you do protesting? When we were protesting for reforms, when you left the country, why didn't you stay? Maybe I'm more useful here. That's why yalla indi ma fi. If I stayed in Gambia, I'll be quiet, just like your family members are quiet over there. So I think it's a good thing that I'm here. So yes, and I appreciate what Solo Sanding did. And we all made sure that we play a huge role in that. And there is no way you can talk about this change without mentioning Solo Sanding. So maybe you all too don't get it. They don't know. Some of these people, maybe they don't know. You know? UDP is the right party. Like I told you, I have family members who are UDP. Yes. And I have family members who are PPP. Yes. Why I never call them and say you need to change where you are. Bulbul them for no. Demal file. Now I call them makafag nyom nele yesen party then they attack net. I do that. Excellent answer. Wow di. Fi ken duma jomal git fi ñi fi jog xam nañ leen ñu jogut ñepp xam nañ leen. So yo kay mun lo wax ne ma lu tay yo ñewulo won nga xex reform te yo tamit sa famille déguma sa ben wakir. Le koy yo kay mun lo wax dara. Exactly. We need you to stay objective for your own credibility. I know what is at stake. I know it. Motamajil saga yep, because I know what is at stake. Because some people would think that if they say something and drag you with them with a lot of accusations, they think by doing that you will follow them. Dinga daw nga 2% party just because you want to save yourself. No. I was telling Banka this morning and I said, ban saga mo amate si adina man buma degut. Is there any bu nga xamne deguma ko ban haste mo am li nga xamne man deguma ko fum nekk ni I had it all yep la dega so I'm not worried jaxlewuma waaye so election bi jotee inshallah dina support benn party yo ya wax dega mune you don't need to be appointed by ambassador at large you are ambassador already at least bokk naa si ñun ndaw ñi nga xam ne su àddina bi buggee xam yëfi Gambia dinañ ma si dee boole tuuti kon loolu kay xanaa alhamdulillah suñ buggee laajte yëfi Gambia mu ngoog keneen bind na ma fii mu wax ma mu ne ma même Pa Malick Cissé mu ne ma is also NRP. This is what I'm telling you. So don't waste your time with APRC because they're all going to go. Election bi bu passé jeex na Pa Malick Cissé is now NRP. Basiru Gassama bima kooku di wax is now UDP. And I saw a photo over the weekend on Saturday. Someone sent me a photo of lawyer Ousseynou Dabo at a house in Birkama. UDP supporter la mu ne ma seetal Ousseynou Dabo mu ngi ñëw fii Birkama waa kër gi ñëpp dañ dem UDP. Mu ne ma kër gi ñëpp ñoo leen xamee APRC waaye waa kër bi ñëpp fu mu nekk ni dañ dem UDP. So that's what is going to happen to APRC. Sending yeb dañuy bàyyi. Anaki Hapsana. Hapsana is now with PDOIS. And Hapsana was APRC. So lolu moy hew APRC is going to die natural death. Du yaga sax. Su li bi rombe rek su election bi rombe rek yeen ñepp di ngeen mëna gis lolu dina nekk lo xamne dina mëna am. Okay? So kemo no problem yamo yemem fo wala nga kemo nate buka sonka. Nka sonka le fa bayta nga dia koten. Na meta nga defante fo nga murna koten nga dia koten. Okay, Mune, what does Ambassador Adla, what can they do, the real ambassadors elected cannot do for Little Gambia of 1.8 million? Yes. And I also said, why is it that they are businessmen? You know, because if I'm a businessman and you appoint me as such, most likely, what I'm going to do, I must set my own interest. In as much as the said, how many people look at interest in Gambia? So they may bem down. You know, well, thank you very much. I'm not a Gambian. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So ambassadors at large, they are business people. So guys, they may Louis first, more in business. And Gambia will be second. Unless they tell us, let them come out and tell us that they will put Gambia first. And how are we going to know that? It's not about getting paid. It's about all the privileges that comes with it. Ambassador at large, for buga dem fum nekani, can do a search. Dangay romba nga dem no buga demé ngay dem Sénégal nga dawal moto ñu gis la ya xam lo am sa moto bi kenn du la search ngay tukki ngay dem fo buga def kenn du la search. In addition to that, you have diplomatic immunity. Lolu tamit mu fa su dara xewé dañ la ne ki ni xam nga xana su fekké ne gaay dañ buga wave ñun tamit dañuy génné immunity suñ génné sen immunity ñoom dañuy génné suñ immunity bu ñoom ki ñëwé door ñu fi yeen xam ngeen lu xewon Washington gis ngeen lu xewon Washington bi gaay ñëwé won ñu attaquoon ñu fofu ñu ñom Ousseynou Mbenga ñu ñom coach ñom Sam Fati, you know loolu yëpp time boobu noonu ñun ñëpp ñu ñëwé door ñu lan moo xew. They have diplomatic immunity. So gaay mënuñ leen wona génné ci dëkk bi. So they have that. Am na yene yoo xam ne what is salary? People are running all over the place. Oh, they're not going to have salary, they're not going to be paid. What is that? Salary Gambia, what is it? As director, I was getting paid $6,000. See, that's less than $200. So, Louis salary. We're not talking about salary. We're talking about incentives that comes with that. That's what we're talking about. Okay, I don't condone insults from anyone, regardless who does it. But when you're talking about insults from UDP supporters, remember we are the most insulted party. We've been called all sorts of names and even labeled as a tribalist, even though they know very well that we are not. But they do it to score a political point. Yes, and I will agree to some extent with what you're saying. But why is that? That's why I said to you, why don't you guys sit back and think, why is all of this happening? Because your people are also attacking. So when you attack people, they also get angry and they attack you back and call you names. If I were UDP, you know what I would do? I would call all my prominent people like yourself. We all know because not only because you have Dabo's picture on your profile, but people like that. I mean, talk amongst yourself. Don't do that. Wherever you see people doing that, just try to talk to them. You know, talk about your, maybe your policies. Talk about something, but don't be there, oh, we're the biggest, oh, we're this. You know, what we did here, nobody did it. Our people, more of our people died than your people. You know, when you tell people that, they get angry. Because this is why Njaga Jain died too. When nobody was willing to stand up and say something, the December 30th crew, they did it. Papa Fall, they went to Gambia. They did not tell any of their family members. So when you come out, you listen to Suntuture saying, oh, ntolela na muome mfata, mola muoma mfawe nyama. You see, when you bring stuff like that, that's what you get. That's why you keep getting what you get. Because then you are telling us, oh, njaga janyol wolbe wolfong tamang garau fang. That is the problem. So maybe the messaging, you need to look at that. A lot of people died for this struggle. The Jaje Nyas. He died. He got married like 3 weeks. And then he went to Gambia to put his life down. He was trying to fight dictatorship and get rid of Gambia. And he died there as well. So maybe your messaging is the problem. If you tell people, no, it's only our people, they suffered the most, they died, more of our people died than anybody else. That is why you're having all these problems. Why don't you look at the messaging? And if you talk like that, it becomes an insult for family members of those people. The Alaji Mahmoud Sise and Ibu Jobs, the November 11 people. Remember, it is all in the same struggle. It's not two different struggles. It's the same one. The same one that people like Coach and Banka and all these people were fighting is the same one. It's during that process. Data Hydra. Remember Data Hydra's family sitting there, you're telling them, oh, it's only our people who are affected. No, that would be very unfair comment to make. See? I guess that's the problem. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but that is because of what you say. That's why you get all of that. Why don't you think about that, my brother Kemo? Start talking about policy. Start talking about that. When people come out and say this, oh no, yes, we are the biggest party and we have this plan, that plan, or people, party leader. Sometimes even when, Dabo is a calm person, when he talks, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I didn't hear, he's calm. Why don't you guys be like that? Then fighting with everyone. Exactly, Ndur Cham. Someone just mentioned Ndur Cham. Remember, he did a coup to free the country. He was also part of that. Okay? And Kemo said he's in the bus going home now. He will call me when the lines are open. That's fine. We can always talk about these issues. But what is wrong is telling people don't speak. And when you tell me don't speak, I look at your profile. You are either a family member or your dad is there or your brother is there. Why would I listen to you? Because I know that's the only way, that's the only thing you can tell me. That's the only thing you can tell me. So let's stop the attacks. That's what we need to do. And start to talk to people and sell our party agenda. Because what you are doing, you don't realize it. I always keep saying, you are making a lot of these politicians victims. You are turning them into victims. Because your constant attack on them. People are saying, oh wow, ñi ñu ngi nekk di attaque man Halifa dem ko yërëm Halifa ngi nii léegi moom xeex naa ñi joxuñ ko place pare ñu ngi koy saaga rek. You are turning some of them into victims without you knowing it. Maybe the following that they have now, maybe they did not have that last month or 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Maybe they didn't have that. But you are turning them into victims. So it's also very important for you all to know that. Okay, on the spot counting, Jammeh lose, not the coalition. Exactly, and someone said April 10, 11 victims. They died as well. So we don't want their families to think ne legi ñu ne ñun suñu doom bi mom bosam du dara. Ñu ne lolu mom du dara. So yena wara nek ñoo xamne yena wara bridge. UDP surtout you want to be the next you want to take over after Barrow. I know that's what you want. And you all know that's what you want. So if you want to do that, you have a lot of work to do. Because, yen ñep da ngeen nek disadvantage ci bor bi ni parce que time bobu Jammeh mo fa dañ nekkon dañ do sacca election. That's not going to happen in Gambia anymore. Ken du sacca election. Te ken du ragal lo ken. Fu mu nekk ku nekk da fay taxaw mu wax lu mu feel. Te ku nekk su amé kartam da fay dem mu sani ko fi mu buga. So it is very important for you to know that. From the ken do force ken. To those people, you have grassroots support. That is true. You have a lot of grassroots support. UDP. Am gen lolo. Why grassroots bobo remember len ne fi lañ nekkon ñu jangalon len pour election bi ci coalition bi ñu ñep ñu jangal len. Légui sa ñu ne ñu ngi wax sax ne hani ñu WhatsApp group bi sax ñu ne ñom ñoo def yep ñom kena. I don't know if you I'm sure you guys will hear those audios going around from your people. Ñu ñoo def yep. Some are even saying, even if it is a halis, so that's what it is. If you say that, then people don't see themselves in this anymore. We feel it is hijacked. That's what happened. Ñun ñun ñep luñ li dafa melni nga taxaw rek ya nit ngeen nekk mu jéki-jéki mu ne la sërëg ngeen ñaxa def dara ñu fay leen rek kooku xëcca paycheck ba rek mu daw mu bàyyi la nga taxaw yow keena da ngay ne man nag man moom man li xew nii. That's what happened. If you start talking like that, that's how people feel. And when people feel like that, they get angry. They get frustrated. It's not because of position. Du lolu because ñu ñëw fi ku nekk nga dunda. Te ku wara liggéeyal sa dëkk bo démé bu nga bo mëne buggé liggéeyal sa dëkk di nga génn nga ne dama fokk ne mën naa def li te you will do it. Who will stop you? Kan moo lay stop? But it's not about lolu. Coach does not have a job. Amon na yaga bi gaay ñëwé es dama ko doon tooñ sama ne ko coach xam naa nañ la kool ñu jox la li mu ne ma déedéet man doy na suñ ma joxoon sax may ne déedéet maybe even if you offer him waa at least mu rafet rek su ngeen ko joxoon sax xëj na dina ñëw mu ne leen no I will turn it down mun naa am Oncle Siri bu gars yi di wax ni but then Oncle Siri tamit nekk na ni koo xam ne su ñëwee si affaire yi foreign affairs affaire yi diplomacy mun na moo dimbale Gambia ku mel ni Chongan mun na moo dimbale maybe even if you reach out to those people some of them could even tell you oh we can help si suuf waaye bëgguñ mu ñëw si kaw waaye léegi the moment you open your mouth dafa bëgg a liggéey it's too cheap ku nekk mun naa liggéeyal boppam man naa ngi si dëkk bii di ñeneenti at this year November laay am ñeneenti at liggéeyuma fenn fii laay liggéey all I need is internet if I go to Gambia I have internet I'll be working and I'll be making money a lot of money I can tell you that duma nama dara so it's not about that so Lola what you're missing is Gambians are not beginning to gis seen boppa si suñ victory gisuñ suñ boppa foofu because dafa mel ni da ngeen bëgg a tëj buntay tëj palanteer yi firi seen loxo yi muur yëpp that's what we're seeing and we don't like it because ñun ñëpp ñoo xeex so li ngeen di def rek try leen ngeen indi nit ñi ngeen ne leen no oh Fatou no you're part of this since day one coach Pasamba oh yaa ngi ci biir kan moo wa Gambien yi that's what UDP needs to do being the biggest ngeen ne indi leen nit yi indi leen nit ñi together bu leen sideline nit ñi waaye luñ xeex ñu pare rek yow léegi everything has to be about you yow kenn yaay nekk si digga bi waaw suma papa nii suma oncle fii ñëpp xam nañ kenn dofu fi most of these people talking go and ask nañ la ne oncle ma ko jur brother Dabo ko jur kii kilee ma ko jur kii kilee ma ko jur that's what you say so this is not a family affair it is not a family affair it's a country issue affaire yi dëkk la so bring people close bu leen nangu kenn gis ne moom dafa sori ngeen distant nit ak yooyu noonu du loolu so what you need to do you have a lot of image building to do maybe you are not paying attention to that but it's important you have people who write very well very well and again this was in the Diba is saying another Badibunka is saying the government cannot you see this is not about you why are you guys so obsessed about position we're not talking about position lu ñuy wax mooy ku mel ni Chongan he's working here at least boo waxee ak moom xëy na fi security si ndaw lu tuuti si ron nan la mën a dimbale si ron he can say okay I think what is nicer than masana kinte hit na su toge every 3 months Chongan I want your idea in this people just want to be involved it's not nga dem nga jël leen nga leen salary ngi ni moto ngi ni it's not about that we're not talking about that coach dafa xeexoon nga ne ko coach affaire yi de ñun sax président sax mu ngi doon xalaat ñëw America léegi su bëggee ñëw nag coach foog nga ne even if you're not going to listen to what coach has to say but coach will feel ne I'm involved that's what we're saying coach nga call ko rek nga ne ko léegi su kii di ñëw léegi Adama Barrow foog nga ne lifin bii Washington boor bii nii and coach déedéet man dama foog ne nii ak nii ak nii coach dina gis boppam ne ñu ne lii lañ doon xeex fu mu nekk nii at least nañ ma sax ñu ne ma président bi mu ngi war a def nii waxalaat naa si lii wax naa si lii that's what we're saying that's all that people are saying waaye boo ñëwee nga jël coach nga shot ko out tëj buntay tëj palanteer bi bu koolee sa doo uyu dañ leen waxante digga ñu ñëpp nit lañ ku munti nekk loolu daf lay jaaxal dangay feel baat ne man lu ma def lan laa def that's what it is that's what we're saying mu ne why are you attacking UDP I'm not attacking UDP I am speaking to UDP about maybe what they need to do su ko defee wax bi yëpp jeex or na ma ne yéen su ngeen bàyyee wax bi ngeen noppi nii ngeen bàyyi lii problème du am kenn du waxati yéen su ngeen bàyyee ngeen waxa seen surrogates nga ne leen bàyyi leen I can tell you kenn du waxati so su nit ñi waxee nekkut ne nit yi dañuy ñëw wax pour ñu ne dañuy dem pour ñoom ñu jox nit yi liggéey du loolu we just Gambien itam fu nekk bëgg nañoo gis seen boppa si seen biir government ñoom xamuñ sax laaj leen ndax ñoom dinañ toog benn bi sax ñu ne ana ko tudda Papa Fall de déggoon nañ mu ngi fa de Independence Day bii nii nañ defar ay award ñu jox at least ñu jox Papa Fall benn ñu jox ñi nga xam ne ñooy December 30 gars yi benn nefa nga ñoo xam ne sax kuy Papa Fall ñàkk na liggéeyam beeg everything famille ñu ngi toog këram parce que dafa demoon pour sowe Gambie su keneen kuy sowe Gambie ñëwee Papa Fall dafay ne man de fu mu nekk nii alhamdulilah ñii lu ma doon def noonu la gars yi def fu mu nekk nii at least dinañ mën a waxanteeg ñoom ñu kontaan ñu nekk benn page waaye ñooñu papa tëj palanteer yi wàccee rideau yi def yépp da ngay frustrate and that's what is happening in Gambia if you don't know man I'm going to tell you the truth because I talk to people every day and this is what they're saying they feel frustrated We know you cannot involve all of them. Man Fatou mu ndaw mi duma ministre sax waaye lu may am si téléphone mënuma koo jël dégg ngeen démba booy bi call si rajo bi naa wax leen Fatou ne suma WhatsApp bi daf ko block parce que dama soona. I have calls at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and you don't pick, they keep calling. Like every 5 minutes, they can call 40 times in 5 minutes. When that happens and I'm sleeping and I have to wake up at 6 in the morning, I block your number so I can sleep. Then suma pare si lolu suma la faté on block nak ma faté way fekk bala may block nak dama lay wax fukki yoon na juroom ñaar wañil call yi so ma callé man la balal ma bindal li ngay wax nga continuer call bu bari man def ma day confuse. If you call me non-stop nga call ma suma boppa bi nga day jaxase nga call ma dama day jaxaso dama ñu lose my sanity ma ne déedéet bala am fay aga harama block ngum ki ma calm loko mu calm down. And that's what even I do on Facebook. If I see you fighting too much, I block you. That way nga sa heart bi ma save la ko tamit bul mer ba pare bu ma merlo te lolu nekku ne da ngay wax sa mind is those who insult ñoo xamne dañu ñëw in the bad language. That's when I do that, but I do that to calm you down. Dina ne xana ñu bay ko mu calm down tuti, then so calm down and maybe they can come back. So lola, we do not hate you. Hate len why ni ngeen di demé, that is what we don't like. And so what you need to do is to work on that. Why not defending it by fighting with people? Suba hey bi jeexut. Am na ko wax mu ne Cerno Njaay tamit the same. Cerno Njaay tamit. Momi tamit the same thing. All this all jeexal ngeen ne Cerno Njaay bëggut liggéey si baro. Waaye luñ bëgg rek mooy at least luñ doon xeex léegi am nañu ñëw ñoo xam ne am nañ suñ jot. They do not have time. I know that. Dëgg la minister lañ, dëgg la busy nañ, dëgg la new government lañ, but what they can do sa secretary sax boko jëlé nga jox ko nomba ne ko secretary bo toogee de ba si kanam tuuti rek baalal ma nga kool ñetti nit yi tey wax leen ne ñii de ñu ne kontaan nañ trop waaye fu mu nekk nii ñoom kay liggéey bi wax nga ñu lifin la ñu ngi yàqamte ñu ngi busy gars yi dañuy kontaan su ko defee nañ ne man de tey nag wax dëgg ne yàlla daabo sa secrétaire bi kool na ma loolu rek doy na nit daabo mooy ñun suñ ministre waaye ndax kool na kenn fii si diaspora bi lu mel ni organisation yu mel ni ay dugga ne hello, I am the minister responsible for Gambians abroad. I'm just checking on yéen ñëpp dina wax ne fu mu nekk I'm familiarizing myself with you. Léegi may seen minister, if there is anything lu xew fii please jël leen ko ngeen lifin ko nii ngeen forward ko suma office and then dinañ seet what we can do for you. Did we have that? No. I had to ask dugga may leen da suñ minister bi familiarize na boppam si yéen ñu ne no, nothing, kenn déggu ko. And this is people that you know very well. Adama does not know us, but he knows us. So what is wrong with it? So if we say these things, these are ideas that you can use. Instead of fighting with us, you can use these ideas. Why the moment you start talking is attacks. Then you joke, hey, hakyo. How about you go and tell Dabo that? Ngana ko diaspora bi, I think it's good. Nga family minister buñ appoint. Then I them on a familiarization tour. At least nga set organisation yi fii GDF hello GDF kontaan nañ li fi noonu léegi man de maay seen ministre bi ñu ngi fii léegi anything su ngeen buggee xoola Sénégal seen ministre bi nga xam ne moo responsible diaspora bi xoola ñooñu. Okay, so here comes Kemo again. Now this time he has a very, very, very good lifting for me. But this is not a UDP government, so I don't know why you're making UDP being responsible for everything that's happening. Who is talking about UDP and the government? When a UDP has no power to, I don't know why, unless if you want to sideline yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you need to go and put this out properly. So yes. So lolu moy li nga xamne mom la ñuy wax at least Sénégal société sen ministre bi nga xamne mom mo responsible ci affaire diaspora bi ku bëgg jënd kër lot of Gambians ñu ngi fi tay ci suba sa amna ku ma ko le dafa bëgg samp kër Gambia. Imagine len suñ ministre bi su fekkone ne waxon na ak diaspora bi mu am ci office am nit ko xamne ku bëgg samp kër ku bëgg jënd kër ci nonu turu lolu ngay dem, that is also good for the country. Every day léegi real estate company dañ lay binda man am na ñu ma binda naan ma Fatou dañuy jaay laan waaye loolu noonu yëpp mënoon nañ koo am loolu yëpp mënoon nañ koo am su ministre bi reach out to people mu wax ñu loolu ne mun nañoo defee ABCD ni kon dañuy defee noonu mu jeex soo ñun loolu rek la ñuy laajte as citizens of the Gambia dañ ne dafa am luñ bokkoon ñu xeex ñun ñëpp ñu ne biñ ko xeexee bañ pare yéen da ngeen xeex rek xeex bi jeex yéen ngeen daw ñu léegi ngeen na buñ wax suñ waxee ngeen ne ñii dañ complain dañ mën a complain dañ bugg a liggéey waaw ñii dañ iñaan waaw de haters waaw dañ def nii waaw dañ def nele déedéet dara jotuñu ñun lu ñuy xeet kan la ñuy xeet ñun fii nag fii ñëpp a ngi ci jàmm fii koo fii xeet namuñ dara loolu na ma toogantu ko namuñ tos luñ dama rek mooy suñ ñi nga xam ne ñoom a nekkoon ñu àndoon ak ñoom ñu dem ba si diggi àll bi ñoom seen yoon tàlli rek ñu bàyyi ñu ñoom ñëpp ñu gestu ñu bàyyi ñu daw dem loolu is not normal it's very scary loolu daf lay tiital and then before ñu adresse benn boobu ñu dellu si waat ñu ne ñu àndaat ak ñoom te yow léegi nga ma jógee nax aga nguñ sax dara nga ne ma ñëw dawati toppa la topp ma la nga ne léegi dama añaan dama jalos loolu fu ñu ko teg dañuy waxante dëgg rek yàlla tax dañuy waxante dëgg rek yàlla mu tax dañ soona si wax bi waaye wax bi dafay jeex de parce que élection bi bu jeexee rek dinañ avancé fu mu nekk suñ ministre yëpp a ngi bàyyi seen office yi ñu ngi dem campagne yi Madi Jobaate waxoon na ko fii benn political leader warut a jël place fu mu nekk nii ñoom ñëpp dem nañ campagne yi suñ office yaa nga tegu but boobu tam we have to deal with that. You cannot talk about it. If you talk about it, remember, you are a hater or you're jealous. So you cannot say anything. You have to be quiet. Nga noppi. Yeah, Jammeh had AK-47. Ak machine gun US, I don't even know how they call them because I'm not into guns. So bu ñooñu noonu seen affaire ñëwee mu ngoog ñooñu ñoom ñoo tax ñun ñu taxaw ñuy wax ragaluñ leen surtout lan léegi ñi am nii ñoom mën ngaa tasee ñoom sa ministre oola nga ne ko yow lan la dañ am démocratie di lu la neex loolu ngay def so loolu la ñuy def so loolu moo xew Gambien yi dañ feel left out because dañ ànd ak yéen suba time boobu every day duñ dégga suba bu jot di nga dégga si ñoom from Gambie dinañ la call téléphone dinañ la call di la seet ñun de ñu ngi fii def ngeen lii wax ngeen lii tey de affaire yi lii ñu wax ko waaye yéen da bañ ne win ngeen ne teppet daw bu di daw ñu mel ni ñun moom Ebola lañ ñun Ebola fu mu nekk nii ñëpp tirit la Ebola typical Gambien ba pare bu ci gën a metti ñu tegal ñu ne buñ wax ku wax da nga iñaan like I said, each time I talk about limay dega si ground bi. And this is how most of the people are feeling. You know what we need to do now? Let's do something about it. Let's get everyone involved. That's what it is. I know it's going to be difficult. Let me tell you, most of the times you will hear someone would call the radio and say, with how busy you are, but you always, when we call you, you return our calls. Sometimes, if I do that, when I'm doing those callbacks or sending you back a text message or something, def dee fekk maa ngi soona boo xam ne moo tax su wax bi yàggee rek nga gis ma def thumbs up waaye dama dee try damay soona. You know how many messages I reply to a day? Doo ko mën a believe moo tax duma dee bëgg a mu yàgg. Sometimes you write people, they write you back, you write back again, they write back again, they write back again, they keep doing that. And then if you see I do thumbs up, no, I'm tired. Because once I'm replying to you, I'm replying to another 20 or 30. Just to reply to messages take me sometimes over 1 hour. But I do it. It's tough, nak. But I try. I guess that's that. ñun ñëpp dañ leen def ndànk rek ñun ñëpp ñu liggéey kenn bañu fi kenn bañut kenn waaye let's do the right thing. Okay, I think enough of Facebook léegi fu mu nekk nii mu ne okay. Oh wow, thank you very much August, thank you. I think I saw that. Yes, I saw it and I'm like, who is this person? Thank you. It's very good to know it's you. Thank you. Okay, so kona lolu la rek and again, don't see this as an attack. It is definitely not. When it was time for us to be there, we were all there for you all. Time, but it was not about UDP. It was not about PDOIS. It was not about the GDC rek a bokkut. It was not about PPP. It was not about GPDP. We were there for all of you. That's what we want. Why legi just because disagree ngeen a Fatou Camara ngeen saani ma fele PDYS ngeen ne legi fofu la boka. Ngeen ne legi fofu la neka because ngeen ne I'm not telling Halifa the truth. And I ask what you want me to tell Halifa. You know more Halifa Khawmalan. I'm not your spokesperson. If you want that, hire me. Appointment la send spokesperson UDP ngeen set. Am na ñene ñu bari sen neka sen membership. Bobu la njëkk xoti. Man. Ñu bari sen membership card lay xoti. Ne leen yéen du ngeen bokka fii. The way how aggressive you are, you're not going to be part of this party because you're going to make us lose voters. That's what I would do. A lot of these people, I would say no to them. And I'm telling you, these are not people who have the Haumalende, maybe some APRC disguise. It's not like that. These are people that I worked with during this struggle between Bob. Damay xoti ñom ñep sen card may leen dem leen du ngeen bokka fii. And then nit ñi dinañ ñu ñeme. More people will come. Non lay def kon man. But su gaay continuer di saga di wax niti lu nekk te ken waxul leen dara gisuñ ken wax. At the end of the day we will be like you all like what they're doing. Man nak so ma sagé ma nekk ci good mood, all that you get moy ma block la. So ma nekké ci good mood. So ma sagé I'm not in good mood. I'm in a good mood. Dama lay saga. Then people will come out and tell me, oh no, xam nga day muñ li ni do de topa may len baxna. Yes, I am Fatou Camara. Defaruma suma bopa yalla moko dogale ni, but I'm also from Tobacco Road. I know how to fight. Mun na jas, mun na defante, mun na xulo. At the end of the day, suma domi they're not on Facebook, génn nañ fa. They are on Messenger. Fofu rek la gaay nekk. So mun na xulo. I know how to, you know how you remove the one person, edit kena koko bumboka. Sometimes I do that to my mom. I take her out so she doesn't see what I'm doing on Facebook. I know she's watching, but I do that. Sometimes when I get really pissed and I want to speak my mind, I take her out. You know how you edit privacy, all friends except this person? I do that as well. So, it is very important for everyone to know that we can all fight. Let us respect the people ñoo xam ne they've been there since the fight started. Nga xam ne ñu mel ni ñoom coach, ñoom Siga Jaañ jigéen ñi nga xam ne seen nit ñi dee nañ si ñooñu noonu yépp nañ leen dugal. Waaye suñ buggee di wax ne déedéet ñun suñ nit yi rek a dee ñun suñ lele rek a dee, then a lot of people will see you as hijacking it. Sidi Sané waaw nii ne le def doon bàyyi soxla muy dem DC di dem meeting ñaata meeting laa dem ma tasee faak moom. That time he is our favorite Uncle Sidi. But now that he's writing, he's speaking his mind. Oh, Uncle Sidi da nga bëgg a liggéey. Uncle Sidi has children yoo xam ne they can take care of him. Su deful dara sax. Ah, Fatou Camara, you know how we love you. You are the best. Do an audio. We send it to this village. We send it to that village. Yes, I was doing it. But now, I'm the worst human being ever. Because why? You cannot put me in your pocket. If you want to do that, you are never going to put me in your pocket. Because I'm not that kind of person. You talk to me with sense. I listen to you. It makes sense. I follow you. But you don't just come nga ne ma may kii lii laa am. Man kay suma bëggoon suñ ne place lañ bëggoon ku bëgg a place du wax. Ñu bëgg a place kay ñuy dili dali wala ñi nga xam ne ñu ne tekk. Suma bëggoon place every day damay noppi ne hii xaar leen de baro ñoom moo kendo baro man baro def ma saf de roy Ousainou Darboe nag man sutam bi def fi toj ni kon noonu lay waxee. That's what you do when you want place, or you be quiet, you don't say anything, or you dilly dally. I don't do any of that. I say it as I see it. Because man gom naa ne I'm in a place boo xam ne fooguma ne dinaa toog de pour ma ñàkk lu may lekk su ma demee su ma ko amut sax I have people who can do that for me. So kon duma dili dali duma riitee kenn duma emotionally attached ba nga xam ne duma gis dëgg bi banka maane sax bu defee noo xam ne du noonu I call him out and ask him. I'll tell him we talk every time we argue dañuy xuloo bem saf su defee ma ne ko no agree ma li nga wax foofu déedéet du noonu. Man, that's how I am. If I don't agree, but you don't make me go after someone because that's what you want me to do. I go after someone if I feel now what they did is wrong, or you didn't call out Palai. That is still coming. What did Palai do? He talked about tribalism. You don't like it. How many times do I sit here and condemn that? But no, they want me, yo, Palai, yo, Lee, what do you want? You want me to beat up Palai? I never beat up anyone. This is my program. I only talk. When Coach came out, mu condemn lu Palai, I said that on my show here. I said I condemn everything that looks like tribalism. I don't believe in that. And I don't think Palai is a tribalist. Bim don def mu ne controversial li def don kaf rek affaire bi mu uppa nit ñi gisee ko benen way, but Palai man xam naa ne tribalist. I know that. I know he's not a tribalist. What he did was wrong. You said that, and I condemn it. I sit here and say tribalism is wrong. Any form of it, kukoy try mudefko is wrong. I said that, but they said that's not enough. They want me to go after Palai until now and go after Khalifa Sallah. For what reason? Because you want me to go after someone. Your time I'm nobody's push around person. No. Don't talk like because you're not happy with Khalifa. You want me to go and beat Khalifa Sallah up for you. And remember, you said we're jealous, we're haters. Why do you want a hater to fight your fight for you? Well, on that note, thank you all very much. I want to say, the swing politician, we want them to be the same people you have if you don't know. They don't know how they hated that system that Jam headed in the country. How they're against everything. You have the violations, nepotism, tribalism, and everything. They told us that they hated all of that. Because they said that. And we had the same agenda at that time because we were all fighting against Yaya Jammeh. But then today, the first thing they will call it as it is, cut ties with them. Jël leen nga bàyyi leen partout nga jox leen gannaaw because dañ bari wax waaye time boobu su gaay jaxle woon télé yi tëj na rajo yi tëj nañ ibiluñ leen dara. It was us, but now we're the haters. Well, calling us haters and turning your back from us is not going to stop us from speaking. We will talk. Dinañ continuer di def loolu waaye den dañ bëgg ñu gaay delloo seen xel ñu xam ne seen benn diaspora biñ fi bàyyi woon ñu ngi fi. Ibrahima Chongan mi gaay doon waxal mu ngi fi. Sidi Sane mu gaay doon waxal mu ngi fi. Dr Amadou Skatra Diané mi doon dem EU di def xaalis di stop duñ ko am mu ngi fi ba tey. Papa Fall miñ tëjoon ngir dafa bëggoon jàmm am si dëkk boobu Banka Manik Alaaji Baro ñu ngi fii ba tey. ñoom kii nga xam ne ñooy gaay dugga yi ñoom Soxna Sala ñoom Coach Pa Samba Diaw ñu ngi fii ba tey. Online radio yi ñu ni tamit ñu ngi fii ba tey. We'll still be here. So kon the UDP for life kenn nga mën ma Fatou, you talk too much. Boo xee journalist nag koo xam ne si media la nekk maa ngi wax almost 20 years. So man, you talk too much nag danga ma compliment. That's my job. That's what I do, unfortunately for you. And I love doing what I do. I like looking nice and talking to people. If you have a problem with that, don't listen. Okay? And maybe you don't like the way I'm saying it, but that's how I feel. And that's the beauty of speaking your mind, democracy, freedom of expression, whatever you call it. That's the beauty of it. But thank you all very much. So now I go back on the radio, and then I will let Facebook go. Madam Live, see radio be. Thank you all. I'm live on the radio, but I'll have to be off Facebook. Then so ko defé ñu continue légui damay play music ma ñu prepare. Fini ñoo live. Thank you all very much, Facebook. Appreciate Nas and time. Thank you very much. Bu ngeen bëggee comment anything after everything that I discuss here, write to us. Ñu ngi on Facebook. Si suñ messenger, there are two. There is the Fatou network and there is my personal one. It would take time. Remember, we have like loads of them. A lot of messages. And let me just say one thing. If you send us photos of your candidates, for National Assembly election, always tell us something. What happened there? Most of them would just dump the photos and that's it. They would not say anything else. The usual photo be like dump ko sa inbox rek ñu dem. Na le natalol ki alla candidate please ala fo mole muneketa ala fo mole munebe caring muneketa je what happened, where was the meeting and stuff like that. Kon su ngeen yone yoy nonu rek always wax leen nit ñi lan moo xew ak yooyu dina baax torop su ko defee seen candidate yi ñu mun a xam lan ngeen di wax dégg nga ngeen dimbale ñu rek ngeen di def loolu dama dee gis nataal yu bari most of the times lu tax duma ko dee indi mooy oh wow okay so ñu ngi wax ne Gambian sniper ñu ne Gambian sniper ñu ne ñooñu dañuy dañuy dañ ko tëj 9 months bala lema am na ko binda fii ñu ngi wax ne 9 months lañ koy tëj Gambian sniper mu nekk lu sad torop mu am ko may tooñ fii mu ne please leave my party and supporters alone, we are trying, it will go better, it is campaign season and also and co. But tell your people to stop attacking people. That's all that I'm saying. Tell them to behave. If they behave, they will get more people, but they're fighting too much. They're fighting with everyone. And tell Fode Jawla to be sleeping a bit. That's all that I was saying. Tell your party people that they should stop attacking, huh? Okay, so if I'm the spokesperson of your party, some of them I would take them out of the party. I would cancel their registration, especially the ones that go after people every day. But thank you all very much. So loolu la woon rek léegi the unfortunate news bu ñu am tey mooy affaire Gambian sniper ñu ngi ñuy wax ne ñu dañ koy tëj 9 months. It's bari na trop bari na trop waaw ku mer ni ndeysaan kenn am na kenn ku mer nii ndeysaan moom UDP la 619 ni sabari yamoy dukara domandoma yamoy domandoma ya ni manke domoroti yamale manke badi bun kolti subo nyinte suboti ya ni mu do fen kolti political dronne abuka mo kono fa nimpaleta drombe ka move on le ni april tambita mbe nyina ko dia mo fa ketale no ni april tambita fo mo be sita noto sa mbe kata adama barole no makote ngana jiba mo ne do kula molte dey la de. So I mean I'm sorry but the hey nobody nga fo mbadi ngol nobody mambe UDP ka fa I think UDP is the best one ale yo so mo bay wute mo nga badi ngol sutale beno be UDP mun tabantara je bari nga mol sutale menu bi je ma ja kan sa fa na ka fa I think UDP is the best, no problem bari ko la mola li kam ndi do mandi sonko bula nka wala fo so yo mom yo hamon na da fo nga binda mali hara ma ñoo pare block la anyway. Thank you all very much. Okay, Ndesan, thank you. Mune January fundraising event went well and was indeed a success. You certainly receive our special thanks and appreciation for your kind gesture. Stay blessed and thank you. Oh, thank you. Kian January fundraising, it went very, very well. Thank you so much. Appreciate Nenko. Appreciate Nenko. So thank you all very much and fancy UDP. Now, what are you going to do? Come after me. If you come after me, I'm going to call lawyer Osenu Dabo and talk to him directly. I'm going to say, lawyer Osenu Dabo, ilan yung support ale ni me kulu. Lungolun sa mbe 1 hour program kala mbe UDP mbal kumo fala jere men diata nyembe wala falale. Allah waji dron. Okay, Allah baraka bake. Thank you all very much. Bye bye.